Okay, so I've already created a sample form for you, kind of like a template. I titled it Test for Mrs. Bowley's Class. I simply put, what is your first name? You're going to want to make sure that your students have these questions required so that you can't submit the form without answering this question. It'll go to short answered automatically. I did last name. You want to separate first and last name. That way you can sort by last name alphabetically or sort by first name alphabetically per se, instead of just having, excuse me, what is your name? I also put how old are you? Um, Under this, since I want a number, I went down to, let me get rid of this. I went down to validate response. And when you do that, you have some options to make it just a number. I put is a number. Okay. So just a quick, simple form. Now, when you want your students to share this form with others, well, let's go into settings first. We don't need to collect email addresses from students. We do want to restrict to Watervliet Public Schools users, and we probably do want to limit to one response. Otherwise, you might have students completing this form 5 or 6 times, which will skew your data. And you might want to collect their email addresses. If students are logged into their Google account, it will automatically collect their email address automatically. But again, they have an email address. It's just not, they can't access Gmail. You could have them, see a summary or edit after they submit. That's up to you. We don't need to do presentation, but if they wanted to shuffle the question order, they could do that. And we don't want to make it a quiz either. So we're going to save those settings. Now, when we go to, just make sure, when we go to send it, you probably went here and you probably typed in North teachers or all North students. That's simply going to email them. So we don't want to do that. What we want to do is we want to go here to share the link, basically. And you can have your students shorten the URL like that and have them share this link with other students, or put it on the board. This is obviously still a pretty long URL. So there's another option you can do. If you go into goo.gl, it is a Google URL shortener. And I can come back here. I can copy this longer one, come into here and paste it here, shorten the URL. Of course, it's not letting me. Let me try the longer version. So let me copy this and come into here. And now it's a lot shorter. So you since we already shortened it, it wouldn't let us shorten it any further. So just take the longer version. And now this is a lot easier for students to be able to type out in their address bar here at the top. Capital letters do matter. So now we could simply copy this or post this on the whiteboard or have students jot it down and share it with other students. Then students can simply go to this website and be able to access those forms. There's one other option that we have, and this is something that Ben Iliff does. So, and I can do this for you as well. So if I go to BIliff /, here is Ben's website. And here are his, from last week, his quizzes from basketball, 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. And then, so I could put this on your website, and then we could put maybe the student's name here with the link underneath, and it takes them directly to that form. So just some options. If you want me to come over, let me know. Be willing to work with your students or work with you, or you could watch this video and do it yourself. It's up to you, but let me know. I'd definitely love to help.